Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Andrew McCart, iFLTV, delighted as always to be joined by my good friend Sam Jones. Now, Sam, I'll just clear this up because I know you get a lot of grief of what people think that you're asking for interviews. I asked you yesterday for an interview. You were busy. You've obviously got a wife and
It
kids.
gets called Sam's Sunday Sermon. So I've delayed it on Monday on purpose. And I didn't really, to be fair, it was a coincidence. But honestly, I do it because I like you. You're my Scottish friend and I like you. So I will always say yes to you, Andy.
Well, you didn't say yes yesterday, so...
I did say yes, and I just never said when.
Yeah, okay, but you meant to say yes and it happens that day, not 24 hours later.
I know, but listen, come on. Shit happens. Shit happens. But
yeah, it's true. Well, obviously...
we're here now, mate. We're here
now. We're here now, Sam. There's probably more to talk about because I knew he's just fought, what, 2-3 hours ago. So it's going to be a good conversation because I do want to go back to Saturday night because we've just literally in 48 hours had two undisputed pound for pound top 3 fighters fight within 48 hours of each other. So I do want to get your thoughts on all that, but I just want to go back to Saturday night. Canelo, Minguia. Just give me your initial thoughts on the fight itself.
got up in the morning, 6 o'clock, put the fight on because I didn't watch it live time. Because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't that gassed for that fight, if I'm honest. So I put it on. Thought Canelo performed very well. Thought he looked very strong. I thought Minguia started the livelier of the two, and then once the knockdown happened, the fight swung back into Canelo's favor, and Canelo's just stamped his authority on why he's still one of the faces of boxing, with arguably the best CV in boxing. But I'll fast forward it because Minguia can come again. He's a brilliant fighter. The only fighter I'll speak on behalf of everybody because even people that don't like me can agree on this. The only fight we want to see Canelo Alvarez involved in next is David Benavidez in a Mexican barn burner. That's what we want to see. We do not want to see the other fucking Charlo brother fight Canelo. We want to see David Benavidez against Canelo Alvarez. That's what we want to see. Yeah.
I was going to say, you don't want to see Berlanga September?
I don't mind the Berlanga fight, but again, anything other than the David Benavidez fight is a bit of a... It's a bit of a... It's a good fight with Berlanga because Berlanga will bring it. He can punch, but I think Canelo would beat Berlanga quite handily as well. We want to see the Benavidez fight. But I just, for some reason, I don't think we're going to get it. But that's what should happen.
But the thing is, well, you've probably seen the small clip that's came out of Las Vegas when Canelo had got his belts. The verdict had been...
I've seen it.
We know that Canelo isn't scared of anyone. So there is something that's holding this fight up. Maybe it's the disrespect, and Canelo's like, I'm not giving you a payday.
Maybe ego's involved. Canelo's got a big ego. And it's not, listen, anybody that's achieved what he has, they're going to have a bit of an ego. And Canelo's probably thinking, why am I going to make you, like, financially secure for the rest of your life? What have you done to kind of deserve it? But he's a worthy challenger now, Benavidez. He's a worthy challenger. And that is just the fight to make. It will be a huge fight. And if it can't be made in America, you've got Turkey Al Sheikh that's putting on the best fights in the world at the moment. Bring them over to Saudi and settle it in Saudi Arabia. I don't care where it happens, but let's just see it.
Definitely. I want to go back to the fight because I saw your interview with Seconds Out after you didn't give me the interview yesterday, but you done one with Seconds Out. But that will not go there.
They asked first. To be fair, I did one interview that day, so don't come at me with that your interview or that kind of thing. They asked me first, so I thought I have to give young Josh his interview first, and then I thought I'll do you later on in the day. But things happen. We're here now.
We're here now. But listen, I'm not pissed off. I'm not upset about it, Sam.
Not Andrew. You've been swearing at me for the last 24 hours on message, so we won't have that. But yeah, we'll move on.
Yeah, I did want to go. I did watch the interview, and you said something along the lines that now at this stage of his Canelo's career, is easy to hit now, but
he's a little bit more static. The
thing with Canelo, I was watching that fight back, and I watched it again, and I was like, because I watched the press conference, and I was thinking he's not got a mark on him, and I went, let me go and watch the fight back a little bit, and I watched it back, and even though he's more static, he does take the sting out of shots. He does catch shots, but he's still inside the pocket, which is...
Canelo is still honestly, he's still one of the pound for pound best, isn't he? I don't think he's the pound for pound best. I think we've just watched the pound for pound best a few hours ago in Japan. but he's one of. He's still one of. He's one of the main attractions in boxing, and I think he will always be that way until he retires.
So Benavidez, obviously, we don't know what's happening in this Benavidez fight, and I know that Belanga's what, #1 in WBA, or he's mandated with the WBA, so that probably going back with Eddie Hearn, working with Eddie Hearn again. Does that look like the favourite for you in September? Is Belanga?
It's probably the easier of the two fights to make, isn't it? Because there's a Belanga. I'm not saying he would just roll over, but Belanga would kind of just be like, oh, just give me that fight and do your best with the purse, basically. But I'll take that fight. Benavidez will command a much higher purse than a Belanga, and the fight's a lot more expensive. But you're probably looking at Belanga against Canelo next year.
I'm glad you spoke about the fight that just happened a couple of hours ago in Japan, because Inoue, but let's talk. I'll talk about the first round. He got dropped in the first round. Has he shown that he's human?
Ballsy little bastard, that guy. Ballsy guy, because he took some stick in that fight, and he put Inoue over in the first round, and it was a good shot as well, a really good shot. But the best champions, right? The best champions show how they are when they're facing a bit of adversity. And Inoue's faced adversity in the very first round. Thousands and thousands of people that have been in there for hours watching the full undercard. Brilliant fans, the Japanese supporters. He got put down with a big shot right on the chops, and he got out. And then his round 2 was unbelievable. And then he just proceeded to beat him up for the rest of the fight until the fight was till the fight was stopped. I think it was the 6th round. It was the 6th or 7th round.
6th round.
Brilliant performance again from Inoue. And for me, just on activity as well, and consistency, you put him at #1. But Terence Crawford is what a fighter. It's between those two in my opinion. But I would give it Inoue just on activity.
That's what I was going. My question was, when I was thinking about this interview, was who is pound for pound #1? Now, Inoue has been active. What, Crawford hasn't fought since, what are we talking?
It's not good enough, honestly.
Last year?
Crawford's career, like it's just so inactive. He should have had a defense in his hometown. He should have built on the performance against Spence, because he's not got long left. He's about 37, isn't he, Crawford? 36, 37. He's been around for ages. I remember him beating Ricky Burns. He's been around for so long. So he needs to be way more active. So much more active. But
if he beats Madrimov, Sam, wins that, I think it's the interim WBO and the WBA, becomes a unified champion up at 154. Does he go back to #1 ahead of Inoue? Or does he have to stop and put on a clinic against Madrimov to get that #1 spot again?
It's always the manner of the performance, isn't it? But if you listen, that's a big win, because he's no joke as well. He's no joke. But I do favour Crawford in that fight. You have to favour Crawford. He's brilliant, isn't he? He's absolutely brilliant. I put Tank at 3, Crawford at 2, and Inoue at 1.
Canelo 4.
Canelo at 4. Maybe Bivol beat him, didn't he? So it's hard to kind of put Canelo there. Canelo's in the top 6.
Where does Usyk sit? Who's your top 5? Give me your top 5.
Oh, I'm going to get loads of stick because I'm just doing this impulsively, so I'll probably forget someone. I don't know. Inoue 1, Crawford 2, 3, I would put Tank. 4, I would put Bivol. 5, I will put Usyk. But that's only until Tyson Fury beats him in a cup next weekend. Oh shit, it's next weekend, isn't it? Wow.
Weekend.
Wow,
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. So yeah, that's my top 5.
Now, listen, that's not bad. That's not bad. I wouldn't say. Listen, pound for pound subjective, because
I'm gonna get grief for that. We will you're like, oh, you missed somebody, but it's hard, isn't it? It's very hard. But I think #1, #2 can't really be argued with. I don't think at the moment.
No, and like I said, it's subjective, Sam. So you get stick for drinking a bottle of water.
Yeah, that's
Everyone.
just
It's not Evian. He's drinking Volvic. Fucking English prick.
Yeah, that's the kind of level of stick I do get, to be honest with you.
And it always comes
Bottle of
from me.
water.
And it always comes from me and my burner accounts, which is
Yeah, your burner accounts. Yeah.
I want to touch on. You talked about the fight next weekend, the undisputed fight, which you're obviously excited about, and you just said there that
Yeah, gassed for that fight.
Fury beats him.
Yeah, I think Fury beats him. I think he stops him, Andy. Yeah.
Body shot.
I don't know. I just think he's going to be too long, too big, too strong.
And obviously,
but if it has to be. I'm basing this on the best version of Tyson Fury. If we see anything other than the best of Tyson Fury, then he's going to struggle. But the best version of Tyson Fury, my honest opinion, beats the best version of Usyk, and that's just because, as they always say, a great big man will always beat a great little man.
That brings me back on Inoue then. Is the super bantamweight division that's his division, Inoue, or can he go up to featherweight?
I think he can, because he can absolutely wallop with either hand. So I do think he can go up to featherweight quite easy. I think he can go up to super featherweight.
That's scary, man. He is the monster.
Look at Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao did it.
Mm. Well, Crawford's doing the same thing. He's moved up the weights, and he's aiming to be a 3-weight undisputed champion. I can see Inoue doing it at featherweight.
Nobody at 154 beats Crawford, in my opinion.
It's an open division, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think Crawford wins.
Talking about an undisputed fight as well. Bivol and Beterbiev is postponed. But
yeah, shitter. That was a bit of shitter. But Beterbiev, he's a very injury-prone fighter, isn't he? Beterbiev. He always seems to get injured, and the fights get rescheduled. I don't know. There's a lot of. I don't know. But luckily, we've got an absolute banger of a card underneath that, where we're all upset, but we're not too upset, because we're looking forward to the 5v5.
The thing is, Sam, as well, with that 5v5, that seemed to just overshadow that Bivol and Beterbiev.
Yeah, I think it's because of the years of competitiveness between, and the animosity between Frank and Eddie Hearn. And now they're kind of doing great business together, and they've put this event on. Everyone's captivated. Everyone's so excited for the fight. I am. I'm looking forward to every single fight on that card.
Me too. I'm lucky enough to be out there, so I cannot wait.
It'll be interesting to see if Bivol is the main event still, because I know he's still fighting that card. It'll be very interesting. Or will they move Zhang Wilder to the main event, or Hrgovic Dubois, or like Nick Ball against Ray Ford? Like, they've all got their claims to be main event, haven't they? Nick Ball against Ray Ford. What a fucking fight that is. The way I keep thinking about that fight, what a fight. Can't disappoint, can it? Or Zhang Wilder. None of them really can disappoint, can they?
Yeah, Shiraz and Mamo Williams.
Great fight, another great fight. But I think Shiraz is going into that, I just think Shiraz is the clear favourite in that fight. I've got some fights. I've picked some fights in that one that I just think I know the outcome of it. It'll probably come back to bite me in the arse. They'll clip this fucking interview and they'll be like, this dickhead, he knows nothing. But I just think Shiraz is going to bang Amo Williams out. And I think that Hrgovic Dubois is a foregone conclusion. I think Hrgovic is going to stop Dubois inside 6 or 7.
Haven't we done this last interview, though?
Yeah. My opinion hasn't changed on the winners either.
I'm going to clip that, actually. You talk about people that are going to clip it. It's me that's going to clip it. I'm going to clip it. I want to go back and find it.
Yeah, clip it.
Sam, you kept the
No
secret
problem.
from me. You kept the secret from me.
What?
Prince Naseem Ahmed, Adam.
Yeah. No, do you know, usually I've got a big mouth, right? So usually I would like let it blab. But I didn't tell anybody about it, because do you know what it is? It doesn't feel like a working situation with Adam, because I've known Adam a long time, and it was so organic the way it happened. Like, there was no meetings or this is what we need. It's just never been like that. It's just, we came together so organically. We really did. No diddy. We came we came together very. It was honestly, it was so like weird in the way it happened. Like, we met up through like a mutual friend hit, and and we're just getting it cracking, and we're gonna have fun, and it's gonna be a fantastic journey. It really is. Adam's he's a good looking kid. He talks so well. He's got an exciting style. He works so hard in the gym. He's got a great coach now with Jaime Moore. His dad's involved. Frank Warren, who promoted his dad. It's got all the ingredients to be a really special journey.
I know, and you did touch on it when I was in Liverpool with you. You did say that I'm working with Frank and I've got a signing coming, and I couldn't put two and two together.
Yeah,
I just didn't know this was happening.
I've got a couple more coming, and they're two like very, very good signings. Really good signings.
Well, I know what I'm going to just put a little thing out here, right? And Prince Naseem, right, was the guy that got me into boxing. He's the guy.
Same.
When I was a kid growing up, I watched him. He made me go to the boxing gym because I used to watch Prince Naseem. He came up to Scotland one time. I can't remember who he fought. I think it was at the Kelvin Hall. And I just loved him. I just absolutely loved Prince Naseem. He got me involved in it. And I've never met him. Of all the people I've met in boxing, I've never.
That is the one where I think he came out with a no, not the flying carpet one. Oh. I think he came out with a kilt on. He had a kilt.
Yeah,
he wore a kilt.
Yeah. And he was dancing on top of the ramp. Yeah.
And he came out to "Here Comes the Hot Stepper." That was I don't know who. Do you know what? I'm not going to trip myself, but I'm sure that's the one.
I'll look that up, in fact. But yeah,
where he boxed in Scotland. Naz is my hero, Andrew. Honestly, he is. Like he made me love boxing. He really did. He made me love boxing. So I can't stress this enough. When you sit there and you kind of look over and you think, I'm looking after his son, like they're trusting me to look after his. It's very special for me. Honestly, it really is. It's special. It's humbling, special. One of the most special moments of my life, really, being sat up there with Naz.
Mate, I can't wait to meet him. Hopefully I'm at a show when Adam's fighting, because I'm just going to, all professionalism.
Well, if you go to the gym and you obviously don't spy on Jack to obviously relay information to your wee mate, you can meet Adam because he trains in the gym with Jack.
All right, I'll do that.
We'll have to put you. We'll have to make sure you're not wired. Do you know what I mean? We'll have to pat you down as you're coming through.
There's ways around it, mate. I'll just do that with my video. Like one of them buttons on my shirt was a secret camera.
Now I'll get Nigel to keg you as you come in, and we'll just make sure you're not wired up, relaying information.
I'm undefeated against Nigel. Nigel's never skegged me. Undefeated.
Really?
Undefeated, mate.
Thing is, Nigel will watch this interview now, and it'll be his mission to get you next.
He'll get me in Leeds. I know that. Well, Sam, it's good news about Adam. And you've also got a good crop of young fighters. I seen your interview with Joe, I think it was in Birmingham, when you had Muhammad Ali, you had Hamza Udin, you had Cameron Vong there. You've got an absolute good crop of young fighters. Adam, Dan Toward, Mark.
Not a good crop.
A great crop.
Best crop.
The best crop.
The best crop.
The best crop.
You look at them. Hamza Udin, 1-0. Viral KO in his debut. There's plenty more where that came from. Muhammad Ali, 4-0. Cameron Vong, 4-0. Dan Toward, I think he's 3-0. Mark Dickinson, Japanese prize fight. That's getting announced very, very soon. Mate, we're flying over here. Jack Catchell spearheading it. And we've got a couple more young whippersnappers to snap up.
If I get any good fighters coming to train with me, Sam, go and sign them and give them a good opportunity.
Andrew, I'll help you for free, my brother.
I don't want it for free. No. We work as a team here. We work as a team.
No, mate, I'll help you for free. It's my pleasure.
I appreciate that, Sam. As always, I do appreciate your time. As always, mate. I'm going to try and I need to find a juicy soundbite, because I don't think you gave me one, but I'll find one. Don't worry. I like to.
Sorry, a boring one today. A boring one.
See, you need to get you raw when you're sleep deprived. Your kids are running wild. You need that.
The best time probably evenings. Probably evenings when I've about 10 o'clock. That's when I'm like alive.
I'm in my bed by 10. I'm in the gym at 6 in the morning.
So am I. I don't sleep much anymore, Andrew. Don't sleep much. I was in the gym this morning, 7:30. I didn't stay in long today. To be fair, I did a bit of a crap session this morning, but we did something. Something is better than nothing.
Exactly, and those are the ones that count, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. Those ones are the ones that count.
Right. Listen, if I don't see, I'll probably phone you, nip you, and annoy you for another interview at some point. Probably the Usyk Fury, no doubt. That's Sunday after that fight. So
yeah, that's our next one. The evening after the Tyson Fury Usyk fight.
Right, I'm on it, and then it'll be Leeds after that. So I'll see you down in Leeds after that for a good T-bone steak.
Take care. Ribeye,
care.
ribeye. We don't need T-bones, ribeyes.
I was trying to get myself a T-bone there. No worries, mate. Sam, have a good day, brother. I'll speak to you soon.
Bye-bye, mate. See you in a
Cheers,
bit.
brother. Bye.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.